Hello everyone, my name is Garvit Raheja and I'm a student of BTech Civil Engineering second year at DCREST Murthal.
And I am Rahul Saini, a student of Civil BTech second year at DCREST Murthal.
And today we are going to present a short video on a very interesting topic in front of you all, that is
Population burst
and sustainability.
So it's time that we start our journey in an eco-friendly way by riding a bicycle. Oops.
So now we'll see what is population. According to me and what I feel, I'd like to say that population can be defined as the number of people who are residing currently in a particular city, a town or a place, and represent the total number of people of that particular country or that particular town. Can be said the population of that particular place. And we say that population of our own country, that is India, is increasing rapidly, and right now it is second most populous country in the world, and we say that soon it is going to become the most populous country in the world, and population in India is just rapidly increasing. So today we'll take live example of a IT city of India, that is Gurugram, and we'll see what happened there, how the population in Gurgaon rapidly increased, and on what basis. As we said, next topic of our video is sustainability. So now we'll see what is sustainability. As we have learned so far that sustainability means developing the present in such a way that we don't harm the resources that will be of any use to our future generations. But we cannot say that every sort of development is 100% sustainable, as if we use some resources we damage some other resources. As there is a famous saying as well that if you do something or if you want to gain something, you'll have to sacrifice something.
So, the question that arises in first place is what made people migrate here in Gurugram? And that was employment. Employment, how was it possible? Maruti Suzuki India Limited, one of the India's leading car manufacturers, settled its plant here in Gurugram in the year 1970. And thus, it was the time when the foundation stone of this Millennium City was laid. In later stages, it was followed by very many more industrial companies as they settled their plants. So by the end of the 20th century, very many small scale to large scale industries settled up their plants here in Gurugram, and this city was developing quite rapidly and was generating a huge amount of revenue for its state and for its country, and that was a thing which was making Gurgaon rise and develop at a more rapid pace and was attracting a huge crowd of people. So, as the years passed by, this barren land evolved itself over these years, and a large part of it went under deforestation. And it was the year 2001. At that time, population of Gurugram was somewhere around 0.8 million, and according to a study, it was said that the population of Gurugram rises about 15,000 every year. And it is predicted that in the current year, it will be somewhere around 1.1 million. That is the population in 2020. So how was the population increasing? As the second thing that people look before moving to a new place is cost of living. So, and over these years, the cost of living here in Gurugram increased as well. But wait, did the increase in cost of living increase the pollution levels here in Gurugram? So if someone asks me, I'll say that yes, it was. As the cost of living includes the rents of houses to the school fees of children, and including very many other expenses, and that was also getting higher day by day. So as the people who live near the areas or the cities which were just situated on the border of Gurugram, let's say in a radius of almost 50 kilometers, so the people decided to travel to their offices on daily basis, as most of them had their own personal vehicles and used them due to the poor connectivity via road transport, and that was a result because of which there were huge traffic jams on the roads or highways joining these cities who were neighboring to Gurugram. To cope up with this, government came up with an idea of starting city bus services, and also an idea of starting Delhi Metro, that is known as Metro Rail, was started. But what did it do? Although everything was happening fine, but the number of daily commuters was increasing rapidly day by day. That was the year 2016 when Gurugram was ranked as the 11th most polluted city in the world. A major reason for this was stubble burning, as we all know, but We cannot blame stubble burning alone for this reason, as there was no proper connectivity to the remote areas of Gurugram. As a result, again, 3 years later, in the year 2019, Gurugram was ranked as the world's most polluted city. But somehow, that had to be cured. With the development of Eastern Peripheral Expressway, it was reducing the pollution somehow, as the people who used to come from Noida, Ghaziabad or Sonipat used to use this way, and they skipped traffic jam somehow, as this was a newly constructed expressway via which people would enjoy their journey without any stoppage. And for providing affordable houses to all people, affordable housing scheme was launched, and the district of Sona was chosen for the development, and the place is becoming permanent residence of many people these days. So this is a short video of an apartment in Sona that is a part of affordable housing scheme. So, to preserve biodiversity, Aravalli Biodiversity Park, that is a part of Gurugram, and indeed is a very nice place to visit. Also, you may find another place that is known as Sultanpur Wildlife Sanctuary or Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary. That is an integral part and is situated at a distance of 10 to 15 kilometers from the center of Gurugram. So, next, what was up? As the starting, I told that no sort of development can be 100% sustainable. So to make it happen, a Chakarpur Wazirabad Bandh that was introduced, and I personally went on cycling on that bandh, and I will show you a video that is just besides this picture. So let's see the video. So this is a way that is used by many daily commuters that come to Gurugram to their corporate offices on their bicycles, as it reduces pollution as well, and it saves their time as well, as it is a short way, so it helps people reach their destinations easily and rapidly. So this is that way, and I wouldn't like to hide anything, so I'd like to show you some pictures of what some hours of rain does in Gurugram. So this is what happened a few months ago in Gurugram. That is a picture of a very posh area of Gurugram. But behind this, I'd like to blame the poor planning that was done by the city management. As of now, efforts are being made to make this city more sustainable and livable for its citizens. But it is the AQI of today, that is 208, and it's very unhealthy. So what can we do? Government is introducing many more schemes, such as people are planting trees in their own apartments and living more easily and sustainability. So this is Damdama Lake, that is also situated around 10 to 15 kilometers from the center of Gurugram, and indeed it is a very ecological site and it is preserving biodiversity as well. A new metro rail project is being launched with a budget of 6,500 crores that will join the remote or back-end areas of Gurugram to the developed areas, and it will help in reducing pollution to a huge level. These are some of the pictures that will be live after the new metro rail project is constructed and fully formed. So, and this is a building that is almost 56 floors high, and it's the tallest building in Gurugram. At last, I would like to conclude by saying that as we started our journey by riding a bicycle, so we'll end it in an interesting way, and that is coming just ahead of it. All I want to say is in the end that at all times it is not feasible to save the environment, but for our own uses or our own betterment or our own benefit, we have to use some part of our environment and we damage some part of it. But for our own benefits, if we do it in limits, then we can preserve our environment, and that can happen. As last time we drowned by riding a bicycle, so we cannot travel at long distances so far by bicycle. So that was all what I had to say, and it's thank you for watching and goodbye.
Lily was a little girl, afraid of the big wide world.